You want to take a spin on the wheel?
I'm gonna spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel, make a deal.
Powerfoil!
The Powerfoil!
Oh, this one's good.
Oh my god, some dumbass, and he's from Colorado, because he tested it in Steamboat.
That hurts.
Invented a mount that
We say invented loosely.
Loosely. More or less, I think he liked the Fast and the Furious.
A little too much.
Too much. But it's basically a spoiler that goes on the nose of your board to allow lift, so your board will lift up above powder, but you had to drill it into your board.
No, you glued it.
Did you glue it? I thought it had mounts that you could drill it into your nose, too.
From what I remember, from looking up, refreshing my memory on all these terrible ideas, because I do my best to forget about them, is you had to epoxy it. That's
right.
And they were trying to get snowboard companies to work with them to put inserts in the nose, and they couldn't get anybody to do it. Shocking.
Shocking. Let alone, it's a snowboard. Its base function will always be riding powder. Some will ride it better than others.
That's how we invented snowboarding, was powder.
But it's not, like, why would you need a spoiler on the front to give lift when the board is going to, if you lean back, it's going to plane up on there anyway?
Not to mention, they're like 3 or 4 inches tall. So you have to get the nose of your board 3 to 4 inches below the snow before the Powerfoil is actually going to do anything. And at that point, you're already submarining and you're dead. Oh my god.
That was such a fucking bullshit. He reached out to me. I wrote an article on it. Which, the funny thing is, most of the things on this wheel I've actually seen in person and written an article on.
Yeah. The
joys of having a website for 10 years.
Yeah.
I remember him reached out to me, and I think my response was, ha, 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 ha. And that was it.
Nobody could think that's a good,
why would you think that was a good idea? On top, then you've got
my mind.
Then you've got this object glued to your nose, which if you hit a root or anything in the snow going through the trees, that's ripped off or it's going to catch and pull you down.
Yeah.
You've got added weight on the nose now that doesn't, so now it's causing you, I mean, it probably was ounces, realistically.
Yeah, drastic.
But you've got this added weight on the nose to pull you back down.
Think about heavy wet snow, it sticks to shit.
Yes.
It's just going to stick to that foil, and then it is going to be a bunch of extra weight on your nose.
Now, the only thing that I could think this is good for is if you threw it up in your, Yakima rack, and you put it so that it was on the back of the car and the spoiler was there, you'd get better gas mileage getting to the mountain.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not.
It's just another thing
I think you're better off mounting your snowboard sideways onto your trunk, tilted up a little bit, which I saw a Mustang driving today that had that exact situation.
Oh my god. It's okay, someone parked a Ford Ranger out in front yesterday with a snowboard for a bumper.
Yeah. Good old Scummit County.
And it wasn't Everett.
Yeah. So anyways, Powerfoil. What?
Why? Just why? And I mean, that was just such a fucking shit idea.
At least a lot of the other really bad ideas we're going to talk about, if you're a moron, then you might think it's a good idea. This one, even if you're a moron, you should be looking at that and going, no, you got to go too far into the snow for it to do anything. And then you, I cannot fathom.
Set your bindings back. Lean back.
Lean back.
Lean back.
That's all you got to do. All snowboards float.
All snowboards float.
All of them.
Well, except for one we're going to talk about on this list.
True.
But we'll get to that one.
Yeah. Actually, there's a couple on the list that probably would never ride a PAL.
There's more than one snowboard?
Well, there's one that's Doso.
Oh, God.
That one.